In this video, you will see the top 10 books that I picked up in 2024. It's epic. Stick around to see what I got. What's going on, everybody? I am Matt, also known as the boy who had 7, and I am so stoked right now to share these books with you. I'm going and looking at them as I'm preparing this video, looking at these covers and just thinking about how cool it is to own these books. I truly feel blessed. So it is awesome to have these books, and I am very grateful. I want to say thank you to you guys for stopping by and checking out another video. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so right now. Leave me a thumbs up and let me know what you think about the video in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. So this is episode number 4 and the final episode of my top 40 pickups of 2024. I have shared some pretty epic books. I've picked up some things that are just amazing, and it makes me super happy. The first thing that I want to say is, if you are watching this video right now and you have not made a video of your top pickups of 2024, I'd love for you to do that. I am tagging you right now. Do it on Instagram. Do it on YouTube. I want to see what you guys picked up this year and what made you super happy. So let me tell you guys what you are in store for. This is the top 10 video. So numbers 10 through 1, my best pickup this year, are in this video. I've got 8 CGC 9.8s. I've got a rare 9.6, all of them white pages, and I've got one epic manga book that I picked up. So let's jump into it right now with number 10. This is Nova, number 1. And this is the first appearance of Richard Rider, Nova. There he is right there from the Nova Corps. I owned this book a while back, and I needed to make some money to buy another book. And what was it? It was actually included in a trade, and that trade was for my Fantastic Four, number 1, at 3.5 white pages. So it was hard to say goodbye to Nova, but to get that Fantastic Four, number 1, the beginning of Marvel books, it was worth it to me. And now this baby is back in the collection. And yes, there it is, Nova, number 1, at number 10 on the list. Okay, at number 9 is another Batman key, and this is one that I have been hunting for a minute. This is a rare book. It is a beautiful art germ, second printing, and this is the first time that we see Batman Beyond in the actual DC universe. This is Superman and Batman, annual number 4. Guys, this book was going for north of $2,500 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I got this under $500. Yes! There are not many of them out there. They're all still way up there in price. There's some on eBay right now that are really high price. And I was able to find this one from my comic shop. So I love you, my comic shop. Thank you so much. And I am so stoked to have this beautiful art germ variant second printing of the first appearance of Batman Beyond. Yes. Okay, at number 8 is a book that I used to own. I sold it for a nice little profit, and now it is back. And what's so cool is that I bought it originally for $980. And I think this was 2019, 2018. Okay. I sold it, I think, for $13.50. So I made a profit. This book has dropped because all the prices are dropping now. And I just got it for $800. Guys, so I got it less than I had bought it for before. This is NYX number 3. This is the first appearance of Laura Kinney, the all-new Wolverine, and X-23 herself. I love this character. I don't love this book. I don't love this read. It's a little harsh for my taste, but I love this character. And because this is her first appearance, I had to get it back in the collection. Okay, I'm shouting out my good friend Zlata, and she is known as Matilda Gothica on YouTube and Instagram. She's from Israel, and she's an amazing friend. She has sent me so much amazing art over the years, and one of the things that I really love her for is her love of Hellboy. She is enamored in love. It's her favorite thing. And because of her emotion and the way that she just loves it, and because she's my good friend and I love her, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check out Hellboy. And I did. I read a whole bunch of it. I got online, and there was story after story after story. Fell in love with it, and I'm like, I need Hellboy's first appearance. And so that's the next book. This is the San Diego Comic-Con Comics #2, and this is the first appearance of Hellboy. Yes! Now, he's not on the cover, so there's a couple other Hellboy books that I'm going to be going after. They are on my wish list. But this one here is great because it was going for prices. I've been trying to make offers to people for probably the last year and a half. And at one point, $750 was an offer that I made, and it was still too low because this book was north of $1,000. But I'm glad I didn't get it because I recently made an offer for less than $450, and I got it. And I'm super happy to have this one in the collection. Most of these books are still right around the $700, $800 range on eBay, and I was able to find this outside of eBay. So I'm just really grateful for the deal that I was hooked up with. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, man. This hasn't been at the top of my want list. I have a huge want list, and there are books that are on there, and this one was on there, but it was towards the bottom. Just really didn't think I'd get it, especially because the price was crazy. $2,500, $3,000, $1,700. There's one on eBay right now for I think like $1,350, right? So those are prices I did not want to pay for this book. What I do when I look for books is I see what they've been selling for, and then I go back and I look at pre-2020 bump. What are they selling for 2018, 2019? That's the price that I want to get close to again. That we've been dropping. We're there at some books. We're even lower at some other books. So right around that price, the 2018 price is what I'm comfortable with. Well, this one, I was able to get like a 2017 price on. So really excited. This is the first appearance of Daken. And Daken is the son of Wolverine. So this is Wolverine Origins #10, but it's the retailer incentive edition. And how do you know which one it is? Because it has the extra claw. Guys, this is a pretty rare book. I think there are about only 125 on the CGC census, but you don't see these. They're real rare. You don't really see them for sale that often. And like I said, they were at crazy prices. I got this for an epic price. So I'm super happy to have this one, The Son of Wolverine, Daken. It's a book that could blow up one of these days. And I've got the rare. All right, guys, this is the one manga book that I have in this top 10, and this is a big one. This is the first serialization of One Piece. Check this out. This is Weekly Shonen Jump. What a cool picture. Number 34 from 1997. And again, this is the first One Piece and the first Nami. We see Monkey D. Luffy in a couple books before, which I'm actually hunting for in a high grade. But look at this one, the first serialization of this huge show, One Piece. A lot of fans out there, like No Good Comics, John's Comics with Kids, JP Collects. And I mean, most people consider this in the world one of the top 3 best animes ever. So I am super happy to have this one in the collection. All right, this next one is a real rare one for me. A lot of you guys are going to be pointing at your screen and being like, what is happening right now? But I'm going to share with you this 9.6. I want this book in a 9.8. It has been on my want list for about 5 years. And 5 years ago, I almost got it. I went to put a bid in. I got busy. I'm like, I'll do it in a little bit. Book sold. And then we went through this crazy bump. And this book went north of 20K. Okay, it's coming down. Currently in a 9.8, it's right around 11 grand. I don't think it should be up there still. I think it should hopefully settle right around $4,000, $5,000. But it may not, because DC books are a little bit more rare. There's less on the census. So I picked up this 9.6 in case, just as a placeholder. It's a 9.6 white pages. This is the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul, and this is Batman #232. This is awesome. This is a book I really want a 9.8, and I hope to get one of these days. Look at that beautiful book right there, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes. So this is a 9.6 white pages. You're not going to see this often from me. But I'm really happy to have this one as a placeholder in the collection for now. It gives me motivation. It gives me something to hunt for. It gives me that ability to trade or to sell so that I can cut some of that money off of the 9.8 once it becomes at the price I want it on. So this is one that I'm excited to share with you today. Okay, guys, my last three are the three big books of the year. This is just super exciting. This is number 3 on the list, and this is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy. But this isn't just the normal Edge of the Spider-Verse number 2. This is the Greg Land Edge of Spider-Verse number 2 variant edition in a 9.8 with white pages. Yes, I love Spider-Gwen. I think she's such a cool character. I think at the price that I got this book at, it's going to settle right there. And then one of these days, we're going to see her in live action, and this is going to be a crazy book to have. So I wanted to get this one as an investment, also as a book that I have because I love this character. Hopefully, I'll never have to sell these books, and I'll hand them down to my generations below me, to my children and my children's children, right? But if I ever need to, I collect these books because I love them and because they're investments to me. And this is one that I think is a smart buy at the price that I got it for at. So super happy. It's in the old case too. And I've been looking at it and it's like perfect. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, guys, straight edges, no scuff marks or anything on the back. This could be the first 9.9 out there, you know? So I'm really excited to have this one and share it with you at number 3 in the collection. Okay, at number 2, remember earlier with the 9.6, the Batman 232, I was saying that I was going to make a bid and got busy. Around that same time, I was going to bid on this book as well. And same thing happened. Actually, there's one copy that was available. I missed out on it. And then the other copies that were available just had some horrible wraps, like horrible. So then this year, I made an offer on another copy that didn't have the best wrap. And now that I have this one, I'm super excited that offer wasn't accepted because I just got too excited. I just wanted to have the book. I was willing to settle. And I'm glad it just fell through. And then this copy popped up, which has perfect coloring, a 9.8 white pages, and this is the first appearance of the Iron Fist. This is Marvel Premiere number 15. Look at this beautiful book. Yes. I just am in love with it. This is one I've been wanting since 2018. It's been on my want list every year. This book got to insane prices, and then it dropped, and it went actually lower. I got this book for less than I wanted it in 2018. This is one of those books I was talking about. So I'm very, very happy to have picked up this book at the price that I did. It's still dropping just a little bit, but because I made an offer and it was accepted, overall it hasn't gotten to what I've paid for it. But I'm just happy that it's just beautiful colors, wrapping, first appearance of Iron Fist. He's showing back up in the MCU. He's a great character. The Kung Fu is epic. And this is one of my favorite pickups of 2024. That's at number 2. Okay, guys, in a previous video, I talked about my love for the Infinity Gauntlet. And who's the big bad wolf in the Infinity Gauntlet? That is Thanos, right? When I was a kid, I used to call him Thanos. I didn't know how to pronounce it, you know? And then I saw the MCU and Jim Starlin, met him, and it's Thanos, and I love it, and I changed. And you can even watch some of my first videos that I made back in 2018. I call him Thanos. And what I was doing is I was sharing with people the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. I started with the resurrection of Thanos, return of Thanos, and then I went into all the Silver Surfer books, and then Infinity Gauntlet, and it was great. I just had a blast doing it. I never finished it. I decided to do other things with the channel. But I recently had somebody about 6 months ago reach out to me and be like, where's the next video at, man? I want to keep watching it. And that was very flattering. So, having said all of that, my favorite story is the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos is the big bad, you know? And so I've always wanted to have the first appearance of Thanos. So I picked up a 9.0 White Pages years ago, and I love that book. I still have it. But this year, this book presented itself. And this is one of the cleanest, most perfect copies, most brilliant white copies I have of a book in a 9.8 White Pages. Yes, I'm about to show you my favorite pickup of 2024 at number 1. This is Iron Man number 55, the first appearance of Thanos, Mentor, Drax the Destroyer in a beautiful 9.8 White Pages. And look at that book. Look at that wrap. Look at the white on there. It is brilliant. And I am in love. That is number 1 on the list this year. Look at. Bright white. I love it. Just so happy. Yeah, guys, I saw this book years ago, put it on my wish list. Never thought I'd spend that much money on comics. Then I started spending that much money on comics. Then this book got insane. It's really dropped. And I mean really, really dropped. I made an offer on it from A1 Comics. They accepted the offer. And actually they countered. And I was okay with the counter. And so I'm really happy with the price that I paid for this, with shipping, insurance, everything. It is now one of my favorite books in my collection, just because I love Thanos so much. But it's got Mentor, Drax the Destroyer, Star Fox, Kronos, and the Blood Brothers. This is all of their first appearance. So this really goes along really well with the Eternals. But I mean, this just fits into what I love as a comic book collector. So I'm just enamored, and this is awesome. And I hope you guys are happy for me, because I am stoked. Again, guys, I'm going to reiterate that I want to see your guys' top pickups of 2024. And what I don't want to hear is, oh man, but my pickups are nothing like yours. None of that matters. We're all collectors. And whatever we collect that we love, we should be happy for each other and should never compare, because comparison is a thief. All the time I'll show, like I showed this book on Instagram, and someone's like, oh man, that's amazing. It's not as, my 7.5 isn't as good as that. Yes, it is. It's totally as good as that, because that is what you have. That's what you've been blessed with. That's what you've been able to get. And I am stoked to see your 7.5, right? And so I hear that all the time, especially because I collect high grade books. And I'm always like, no, you be happy. Your book is amazing. And I'm happy and stoked for you, because that 7.5 is your version of my 9.8. And that's totally okay. So I want to see what you guys picked up this year. And I want you to be just as happy as I am, because I'm stoked. And I know you guys get that way when you pick up these books that you love. So that's it for me, guys. That is my top 40 pickups of 2024. I can't wait to see what I'm able to grab in 2025. I've got some big books on my wish list and some itty bitty little ones. And I'm hoping that I can get a mixture of all of them. I'm sending you guys out some of my 9.8 magic so that it can get you the books that you love. And that's it for me. As always, guys, I will talk to you later. Thank you for everything that you did for me in 2024. We definitely managed some mischief together. Mischief managed.